Yeah, I mean, if your thoughts are always negative and all of a sudden you become aware of how negative your thoughts are, you're going like, I suck. Why are my thoughts so negative? But also awareness is a first step to going, wow, my thoughts are really negative. I need to change my thoughts. They'll change my life.
Yeah. So physical pain, we know heals over time, right?
Yeah,
We can't just snap our fingers and it's gone, right? Because if that was the case, nobody'd be in physical pain because
right.
we all knew that we'd be like, I'm just going to heal myself right then and there, right? But we know that physical pain will be healed over time based on, whatever we've done. Emotional pain can be dealt with. It's on our time. And I think sometimes we give too much time to heal that emotional pain.
Yeah, but it's so hard because it's almost not even fair to compare physical and emotional. But if we're just talking about emotional right now, emotional pain is hard because it's like it's a battle of the mind, and the mind is a bastard.
Yeah, it's not easy. I'm not saying like,
Yes,
oh, it's super easy.
it's like it's simple, but it's not easy, or it's it can be simple, but it's not easy.
But the difference is you're in control.
Right.
With physical pain, you're not necessarily in control. Your body is.
Yeah.
But your body is kind of instructed by your brain, right?
Yeah.
So what you're thinking, your body will react to.
Yeah.
It's the same thing that puts you in the situation of emotional pain brings on physical pain.
Yeah.
It is just a, not your North Star, but it is a way to lead you. It's meant like showing up where your brain, like where your mind is. If you notice people that kind of go with the flow in life, they don't really have ailments. They don't, not to say that they don't ever get sick or something doesn't happen to them.
Yeah.
But how they deal with it is so different than other people.
And when you say go with the flow, is that just another way to say like they're in alignment?
They're in alignment. They're in the flow of life. They don't, whatever shows up for them, they're just kind of like, cool, all right, great. And the people
they don't fight it. They don't they just go, okay.
They don't question it. They're just like, they can go within themselves and say like, I don't even think if they go, I just think the mindset is so different.
Sometimes when people are like that, I almost see that as a lack of awareness. But it's maybe like a sneaky awareness. Well, it's almost seems like someone's like aloof or they're just like not paying attention. It's just, they're just like, oh, whatever. They're just going with the flow. And it just seems like they're not really, their head isn't like in the game. But it could be, and I think that could be true sometimes, but I think in other times it could be like, oh, they know. They just are, they're releasing control.
I'm curious why you think that.
Maybe that's because maybe I'm looking at it in the context too of people, if we're like something a little bit more tangible, like we're on a trip and they're just kind of like not really paying attention where we are. I'm making sure I'm looking at the map and know where we're going. And it just seems when people are like that, they're like aloof. Not that, but you're right. They could have just released control and they just went, Steve's got it, and they just let go. They don't need that control.
That would show me that that's where you have a place of judgment.
Hmm.
And that's...
Are you calling me out right now?
Yeah, a little bit. In a nice way.
Yeah, I get it.
I'm listening to your words and I'm like, that is interesting to me because I would look at it the opposite way.
Yeah.
And I would say the people that go with the flow have a very cool life. Like they probably, like most things don't bother them.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that those people don't ever get bothered. I'm saying they have learned to instruct their mind to look at the outcome as, oh, well, it's okay. They're not in control because they don't need to have control.
Yeah. I do have this weird thing where like, me, I'm like wild. I go travel the world. I sail, I dirt bike across Mexico, but I do have this weird thing where it's almost like I feel like maybe it's like this pressure as a man that it's like, I need to be in control. I need to make sure I'm like controlling my destiny. And I'm, and maybe it's even, when I was in the band, I kind of like took control of a lot of things because it was like, we're band guys. Not most band guys are super in control. Or maybe I'm trying to think of other things I don't even know, but I definitely do have, I mean, you called out something for real, but I definitely do have something in me that feels this need that it's like, no, I need to be in control. And maybe that's just part of being a guy.
Do you feel out of control?
No, not usually. I know
like in your life right now, do you feel something's out of control or out of alignment?
Yeah. No, I mean, I know there's been certain situations where, you know, even if I was like downtown having a drink or two with some friends, and that just brings away a little bit of your awareness, which I like that because I get to not be such a controlling psycho. But I then was in a situation where I wish I would have been more like there. Like someone approached a friend of mine and was being rude, and I wish I would have been a little bit more. And then that reaffirmed like you need to be in control. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think there's certain situations where I would love to let go and be a little bit more just like free bird and whatever, say on a sailing boat. And then like, oh, all of a sudden our anchor's like coming loose. I need to be in control. I think there's certain situations I've wanted to cut loose and be a little bit more like aloof. And then a situation happened that reminded me like, no, you need to be present, in control, like know what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I think we do need to be in control of some things. Yeah. Absolutely. I don't think that we should just walk around ooh, do like, yeah. Like whatever happens.
But how do you know when you know?
I think it's how you react to situations that you can't control.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. Pain.
Yeah.
I'm not in control. I don't know if I'm having a hot flash or something, but it's really hot in here. So
I just got kind of cold.
Oh my gosh. So
wow.
Yeah, I'm like hot.
It's perfect
and it's
in
like
here.
66 degrees. I'm like,
wait, it was 70 when we started.
I know, I turned it down.
Oh, okay.
But I'm in a sweater too. So but it goes into that thing. This is where I think it makes sense to me. When there's a forceability, like when something forces us to be in a situation where I don't have control of what my arm's feeling right now. Mm-hmm. Okay. I can't make it go away. Mm-hmm. It's an opportunity for me to say, how do I function and not get down and depressed because I can't do certain things?
Yeah.
How do I put myself in a position where I'm always seeing the good in everything?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying is being in control. And I think those people that come across those situations where they don't have control, they know how to show up for themselves.
They're able to let go
right away.
Yeah. So you're saying these people aren't necessarily just like aloof, and it's like they have found a way to go like, I'm not in control of this, so I'm just going to go with the flow.